Today's plan is to replace all the leaking vacuum hoses because we have a couple of big leaks, so the engine is not running quite smooth. To replace all of the other non-leaking vacuum hoses before they start to leak, and to simplify stuff because some of the things are not working. For example, the EGR is not working, don't know why, so we're going to omit that and we'll try to see what else we don't need on this engine.
Okay, can you show me those parts that needs to be replaced?
So this vacuum hose, this small one here, that connects the fuel pressure regulator to the vacuum. There's a big crack here, which I fixed with some super glue some time ago. We will replace that. We will omit all the EGR stuff, put some plugs on the ends of this.
What's EGR?
EGR is exhaust gas recirculation. EGR is exhaust gas
Recirculator.
recirculation.
Recirculator.
Yes, that. So it has a valve here on the back of the engine that I think is clogged up and it's not working.
With what?
With soot from the exhaust, because it takes the exhaust gases and then puts them into intake, so it lowers the temperature in the cylinders, so it lowers some emissions. But since the catalytic converter is doing great, and since this isn't working for years now, we'll just omit that until we completely delete the valve and put some plug on it. So I printed out some of the manual pages referring to the electronic ignition system and some of the components, so we know what we're working on. For example, that is the EGR valve back here, this thing. This is the EGR vacuum modulator. We don't need that.
Why?
Because if the valve is not working, we don't need that, and then we don't need this solenoid valve. This is the idle control valve. We'll replace those hoses because they are quite stiff. First, we're going to remove this vacuum hose that connects the fuel pressure regulator to the intake, because that is the one that is in the worst shape.
Okay, and that's the shortest one?
That is the shortest one, yes.
Okay.
And we found these silicone hoses on eBay. This should fit. It will look ugly, but it will work better.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that.
It will work. It's gonna be fine.
Is this okay material for that?
Yeah, silicone is quite inert, and I couldn't find any vacuum hoses that are not like blue, pink, or red. So I was hoping to be more of a white color, but we got that. We brought a heat gun so we can hit some of the hoses, some lights, if we're going to need them.
Minion lights.
Yes. And a lot of different flathead screwdrivers and pliers and stuff like that.
That's all?
That's all. So now let's just pick one and try to get the hose off.
Okay.
Now let's cut the new hose approximately the same length and put it in. We'll try with this and see how the end looks like, and I think this is going to work fine with this simple
Cutters.
cutters.
Pliers. Cutting pliers.
Yes. And I think that this hose that we found is a little bit bigger on the inside, just a hair. So we'll put some of these elastic, what you wanna call them?
Tighteners.
No.
What are those?
Well, Google it and put a text in
Here.
somewhere in this general area.
But it's better that it's a little bit wider.
I would prefer it to be a little bit tighter, so it holds on better, but it's gonna be fine.
Okay.
It's definitely going to be better than this, that it was completely cracked.
Oh wow, that's bad.
You see that? Wait.
It's huge.
That's what she said. So, see that?
Yeah.
That was a leak that we had there.
How did how that happened?
Old age. It's
That's gonna happen to us one day.
no. We'll be forever young.
Okay. And comparing the softness, are those much softer?
Those are much softer, and I'm just looking what to put here, and I think we'll use the smallest ones.
Those are really cute.
So let's see how it will be much easier to remove these things that we will not need, so we have more room, and I think we're going to do that. First we'll remove this EGR, this vacuum hose for the EGR. So we'll go all the way to here. No, I cannot, because there's another big one here. There's a hose connecting this modulator to the exhaust manifold, and I don't know if we can plug it, so we'll leave it on for now. Remove this thing.
We don't need that at all, or
Well, we're going to omit the EGR system because we don't need it. replacing all the eco stuff without it. It hasn't worked in years, judging by how clogged it is.
Oh, really?
So yeah, I have some plugs that are.
But can we fix that thing and put it back?
We can try. I doubt it, but we can try. I have these plugs, and unfortunately I bought not enough of them. And these are for injectors on VW diesel cars, and I think they are going to fit nicely here. They are quite tight. Oh, we can work
So
with that.
those exist.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know the part number of this, but these are injector return plugs for the VW 1.6 diesel from the 80s. So we will just plug this. I mean, we can probably. I'm not sure if we can remove these solenoids without the computer noticing. Maybe we can. I doubt that it is smart enough to notice when they're not here. But for now we will plug them up. I mean, I have 5 plugs, so I need 3 here. No. I need 1 here, 1. We'll see. So we are going to plug this thing up so dirt doesn't go in, and if the computer opens it, it cannot suck too much of a. That's right, it's quite tight, so I don't like that. So these are the elastic hose clips. We really need to find what they're called. They're quite low quality ones. But they are going to work here fine. What else can we omit? We can omit this hose before that, of course. I think it is that one. There. And what is this? This goes here. Oh, we can. So I'm not sure that we need this. But we can try to omit the. What is that called? Not the papers. I don't know what this.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for what is this called when you recirculate the vapors from the tank, from the gas tank. So I think we don't need that, because when the engine is cold, it does not recirculate the vapors. So I think we can omit that also.
Really? Are you sure about those things?
No, we're gonna try anyway.
What could go wrong?
Don't know. Don't I look like an expert? But this one was connected here, so we need to plug these two.
I can't see that very well.
Better?
Um,
Not really. So the pressure regulator was connected to here, and these are the two other ones that we are going to emit. And I think it does not matter on which one you connect to, but we'll put it in the same place.
what is this hose?
This is the this lower hose goes to this thermal switch, which then goes over this hose to this canister here, and that filters the gases coming from the tank for this hose and puts them in the intake.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is greasy here, and I do not like that. Oh, it's greasy because of this.
What's this?
This is the positive crank ventilation something. So the gases that build up in the engine
Mm-hmm.
from the blow-by of the cylinders and the oil getting warm also get recirculated here to the intake.
Mm-hmm.
And we're probably going to remove those hoses also one day
Mm-hmm.
and put a catch can.
Catch can.
A catch can is a canister that catches all the moisture and grime that would end up in the intake. So your intake stays nice and clean,
Mm-hmm.
because this is quite oily. The vapors that come from the inside of
really?
the engine. Yes. This goes here. Then this goes here. Okay. So break.
Roasting a plug.
Yes. It's getting warm now.
It looks like a marshmallow.
Well, it will probably blow up like a marshmallow if we go too far. Oh, it's getting nice and warm. I'm holding so much stuff in my hands.
Where does it go?
We're going to plug these vacuum inlets that we're not using. It's much
Okay.
better when it's warm. Another one.
Okay. Is it toasted?
Not yet. So we can use some silicone sprays to lube everything up, but I think we're going to be fine now that they're warm. Yeah, it's much more malleable. There.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah, and now we have enough room to put the this goes here with its clamp. I think it's called a
Could be.
elastic clamp. But today I don't know what's happening today in my head.
They're on those other hoses. See?
On
Those
Oh,
big
here.
ones. Yeah.
yes, I know. That's why we got the same ones,
Okay.
and that will go there. Nice. You mean these ones?
Yeah.
So these are the elastic ones, and they're great
Mm-hmm.
if you can find quality ones. But most people put stuff like this here
Mm-hmm.
because these are easier to find and easier to work with.
Oh, really?
The problem with them is that they have a flat spot here where
Mm-hmm.
where the bolt goes. And on big hoses, that's not a problem because they have a lot of meat, so
Mhm.
it's fine. But when you put them on small hoses, they tend to leak right here where the bolt is.
Really?
Yes.
Because it's clamped too much?
Because of that part, it's not.
It's not the...
It's not round.
Yeah, okay, I get
So
it
it's
now.
not clamped evenly. There you go. See?
Oh, so that's it. You just put it on.
Yes, you put it on and let it go, and it squeezes the hose right around. And I think we'll be fine with these small ones. We'll see with time.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
One hose is changed.
And now let's see what can we do about all of the other hoses. So we are omitting this thing. We need to leave this valve here. That means we can. So we will need to come back with more of these plugs. But for now,
What's happening over there?
I'm trying to take this hose off here.
You're replacing that too?
No, we're going to plug it up. So this system for the vapor control is closed while the engine is cold, because it goes from the tank to this canister, and then it goes from this canister through this hose to this valve here. And then this valve opens when the engine is warm, because it is sitting in the coolant. And then it goes to the intake.
Okay.
So we're just going to omit that whole system and hope that it's going to be fine.
Okay. That's plugged.
Yeah, I'm going to call that good enough. So we can take this hose off. So for the start, we're going to simplify everything, and then if that turns out to be the wrong way, we're going to put everything back, because we'll have video and we have all of the documentation in the manuals to know where everything goes. But if we're going to put stuff back, we will put it with new hoses. So we're going to omit this part, and we need plugs for. Oh no, we actually put just a U hose here. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
We need a short part, something like that. And we just let it kink up and put it like that. So just no dirt gets in the valve. So we can do that with these valves too.
That's great.
We found out why the EGR system is not working.
Oh.
Because this fell off.
It just fell off.
Yes. And,
from where?
And if you see here, this is just sat from the exhaust, and this is completely clogged. Everything inside, down here, all the way to the exhaust is completely clogged up.
Another beautiful day to spend in an underground garage. Today is much warmer, and we are gonna continue to work on replacing those hoses.
But first, let's make a plug. So we ordered some 6mm silicone plugs, but they will arrive in like 6 months. So in the meantime, we're going to make a plug for the EGR outlet that goes from the EGR from the exhaust manifold to the vacuum modulator. And we're going to use this beautiful M6 screw and some of this.
Just like that.
Just like that. I mean, everything is clogged, so this is probably unnecessary, but still.
Improvised plug.
It's gonna work. That holds the diesel inside of our other car for years now. Stuff like this.
Well, if it works, it seems fine.
We even don't need to put another one on there. So now we're going to cut a little bit too much.
So where does this go?
I will show you. Another zip tie. So the last time this fell off, so we're going to.
What is this?
This is the EGR valve here,
Okay.
which lets some of the exhaust gases through the valve into the intake.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a vacuum modulator that takes the vacuum from the intake and the pressure from the exhaust
Mm-hmm.
and modulates how much vacuum goes to this valve here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So we will not remove this valve because then we will have an open intake and an open exhaust, and I do not have a plug that can replace this valve. We can make it, but not today. So we will leave this valve in place. We'll just plug the exhaust port with our plug,
That's
and we'll
That's it.
put and we'll put something on this vacuum inlet just so we protect it from dirt.
So we don't need that part that fell off.
No, we will just put it somewhere in safekeeping.
Adjusting a little bit.
Good enough.
Yeah.
And I lost my zip tie.
It looks professional.
Right?
Yeah.
Almost like we know what we're doing. We don't know what we're doing.
But we are trying.
I'm not a mechanic.
Me neither.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
No, now you know.
Now we'll do something that I never usually do.
And that is?
Trim the zip tie.
No.
And now let's roast another plug.
Marshmallow plug.
Yes. Yeah, that's good enough.
Okay, so that's a plug for this.
This side.
Yeah, okay.
Now let's plug up this solenoid here with a new hose on both ends.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're almost done.
So what exactly do you want to do here?
This hose, I want to remove it,
Yeah.
put it in storage, and put another hose just like on this valve here, just so I connect the both sides of the valve.
Mm-hmm.
If you look from here, you will see better.
Yeah.
So nothing gets into the ports while this is on the car. I cannot take it off because it's been a while.
So you just want to plug that.
Yes, I just want to protect it.
Okay.
Please come off. Please come off. There.
Everything goes off.
Why is this stuck inside? Oh, no matter. So all I want to do is take this one off. Because I think... Oh no, this is metal. On one side it's metal, and on the other side it's plastic.
Why is
Great.
that so?
I have no idea. Because this metal part is part of the bracket that holds the solenoid.
Okay.
So we don't need that anymore.
At all?
No,
Never.
never. And we're going to remove the other one from here too. Just work it all around. Like that.
Mhm.
And
What with that part? Is this going to be tightened back on?
you mean with the clip?
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Maybe. We'll see. So now let's just make a loop for this one.
Mm-hmm.
While this is trying to just put it back here with the wrong screw. Never do this.
What?
Use a flat head on the square.
Why?
Because you will ruin the screws. But since we didn't tighten it, you can take it off by fingers, then it's fine.
You can ruin them.
Of course. Also, the other day I remember that we have those magnetic trays for screws, but I just bought them and I never used luxury like that, so I'm not sure what to do. I forget that we have some things that can help us. So, one here. And to loop it around somewhere like this. I don't think we need a clip here, because if this falls off, nothing catastrophic will happen.
Okay.
But we'll put a clip on this one for the throttle advance, for this actuator. So we'll just make another hose that is roughly the same length, a little bit more so we can trim it if we have to. Get two clips. Open the clip up. Put it around the hose so it doesn't go into our eye.
So looks like an operation now.
Well, the patient is dead, so
So you're not sweating.
I'm not sweating. Yes. We will make another one for the vacuum part of this. Oh, this is really bent over the years, so we'll make a longer one and see if we can route it better.
This one is pretty stiff,
Wait.
right?
Was this? That's what she said. Was this going from the bottom? Yeah, it was going from the bottom, I think. clip.
Are those pliers made for this, or
Of course
they're
not.
just the most suitable?
They're not the most suitable ones.
Okay.
They're just the ones I grabbed in the workshop. I'm sure we have better pliers somewhere.
And it goes where?
Here for some reason.
Okay.
Just like that.
Yeah.
And now we can try to fish this round and around. It can go here without bending, without kinking. Okay, we need 2 more clips. These pliers are a little bit too narrow for this, so it's quite hard to hold the clip.
Is it even harder with the smaller clips?
Yeah, I mean, bigger clips are harder to press and hold. But smaller clips are, it's a bigger chance they end up in your eye.
But couldn't you do it with hand?
No,
Why not?
it's too hard.
Those clips.
Those clips are too hard to
Really?
deform by hand. Yes, and they're probably going to hurt your fingers because they're probably sharp because they're cheap.
Wow, I would never thought of that. They look so small and
You can try,
innocent.
maybe with your teeth. So this hose goes quite nicely. It could have been a little bit longer, but we've
That's what
called it
she
good.
said.
Did she? Did she really? Click. Click. Just like that.
Okay. Is now everything in place?
Yeah, I'm just wondering if we can put this hose somewhere else, but I think this will be fine. So those are all the 4mm hoses. Now we have these thick ones here.
How wide are they?
They're 6mm, I think. Just like this EGR connection that was here. So we have this bracket thingy. It holds them together.
You're gonna reuse them, right?
Yes. And the other hoses, we deem them unnecessary. But this one, I think we're going to reuse them as soon as we can get this off without breaking anything. But it seems that it's working. That is one.
Okay.
Did you lose it? We didn't lose it.
What?
The bracket. We'll put it somewhere outside the car. So this is quite stiff after all these years, so we're just going to copy it.
A little bit longer?
Yeah, just a little bit. That will be the first one.
Do we need clips for that?
We'll put them on. And this has a T-junction here.
Really?
Yes, and I think we are going to remove it.
The whole junction?
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna replace all those small parts?
No, we'll just connect it
But
directly to the engine without this T and without this plug.
really? Oh,
Yes.
what is this plug for?
I have no idea.
I mean, why was this a T junction? There was other part of this hole.
No, it just, I don't think so. Oh, this started to crack. See? You see a crack here? So, I have no idea. There's another plug here or something. I presume you can put an instrument here and down here on the T.
Oh, really?
So you can measure the vacuum through the throttle body. That is the only thing I think.
Okay, you can always consult the manual.
Yes, I didn't. In this case, now we're going to find that we didn't. We don't have. These are a little bit too small, but I think the ones that we ordered are never going to arrive. So this will do.
Can they be too tight?
We'll see. Oh, here, when something breaks. There.
Fine. This one is loose, right?
Yeah, but this one is not that critical. So we'll just put it like this. Okay, let's get serious now. We are professionals.
Yeah.
We know what we're doing. I'm not sure that we can put the same one here.
Why? Oh, I think that this one was bigger. This part.
Maybe. But it has a flare here, so it's gonna be fine.
Okay.
I really have to work it on, so. This is going something like this. I'm not sure that we can replace them because I'm not sure how this valve is built, so we'll just put it in the same
Valve?
spot. Yes, because I'm not sure if this has a preference for the airflow in one way or the other.
Okay.
I'll put this, I don't know, something like this. Shorter, we could put a lot shorter.
How do you want it to look like? Like this? They're touching now. Wait, you can use this.
Yes, we'll put it there.
I know, but it's a measure how close they need to be.
They can touch. It's not
Yeah,
a
I know,
problem.
but
I'm just wondering if to put them like this or
no, like this. No.
something like this.
Yeah.
Something like this. So we're cutting here. Where's the clip? You had it.
You mean the bracket?
Yes, the bracket. Something like that.
Pretty nice.
That will flop around a lot.
So?
No. It's gonna be fine. So the one thing that I noticed working on this car,
Yeah.
regardless of this, every single bolt or nut is loose everywhere, especially on the engine, except those that we need to remove. So like, these are tight, but these from the cover are all loose. So this was quite tight, but the other ones that we need sometimes removing, we cannot remove them without destroying
Okay,
them.
is it because nobody removed them in a long time?
Yes, and probably those that were removed haven't been torqued to the right spec and haven't been checked and stuff like that.
Yeah, and do you think all the shaking got others loose?
Yes, of course. Of course it did.
Okay,
This is safe.
okay,
This is connected.
yeah,
This is connected. This is plugged off.
yeah,
This is plugged off. This is replaced
yeah.
and bracketed.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about this hose,
What hole?
right here.
This one.
Yeah, it has this spiral plastic on it.
This is the fuel return hose. So the fuel from the tank back there goes into a fuel pump. It goes through the fuel filter, which we'll need to replace because nobody ever did. And it's currently covered in 30 years of dust and mud.
Yeah.
Comes from this side here. This
Where?
hose,
Where?
this hose down here goes into this hard hose here.
Yeah.
And in between here and here,
Wait.
in
Okay.
between here, there's a fuel injector. And this is a fuel pressure regulator. It regulates the pressure based on the vacuum.
Ah.
That's why this hose is really important.
Okay.
And all of the extra fuel
Yeah.
that regulator regulates like through itself needs to go onto this return hose
Yeah.
and it goes back through the tank.
Okay.
So
yeah,
theoretically you can run the whole tank through the filter.
okay. Yeah, but the extra fuel will go back.
It goes back, yes.
Okay.
So this is how it's been done because I think it has a faster response pressure wise and flow wise than a system that is regulated back at the tank and just has a one hose that goes here because when the pressure drops here you have a lot of fuel back there that needs to get accelerated. It has inertia, so it comes to the point where the pressure is dropping. But like this, if you demand more pressure, you just close this regulator and fuel is already coming.
Okay.
I think that is the logic. I'm not sure, but in my mind it has sense.
Okay then. So what's the summary from today?
You don't need 60% of the vacuum lines that are on here. It runs a little bit smoother. Just a bit. It has lots more problems. So I called it a win. And we forgot to change one line.
Really?
Yes, this one.
Damn it.
This goes from the intake down here.
I can't see it.
Probably from here. From here from the intake manifold, and it goes to this beautifully vintage pressure sensor.
Nice. Okay.
And this tells the computer what is the pressure inside of the intake. So now we're going to replace that line and then we're going to call it a day and see
Okay.
what can we do.
Let's replace
some
it
other
quickly.
time. So unlike all those other lines, this one actually has clips on it because this one is important.
Okay, so it's easier to remove.
I don't know, we'll see. That came off. We have an original clip.
We're gonna reuse it.
I'm just thinking about it. Maybe not. Move this line. And this has a
Yeah, what's this?
air filter in line.
We need to leave that.
Yes. Remove the clip. Get a screwdriver. This is also cracked a bit. I don't think it was leaking, but it's definitely cracked. There we go.
Okay.
I will just duplicate this, but a little bit longer because it was quite tight on the bench with this filter, and put everything back on. We're going to put the filter roughly in the same place because why not?
Yeah.
Something like that. And we'll put the longer holes here.
Okay. No clips.
Yeah, we're going to leave all clips on the hoses. And we'll use the new ones that are not as
Loosened.
no, they're just cheaper and crappier. But why not? When you're working with stuff this old,
Yeah.
you can see on the hoses where the clip used to live.
Yeah.
So if you're reusing the same hose, you want to put the clip in the same orientation as before. We should try to find so it holds the tube as best it can. We should try to find a new filter for this. This also has one side larger than the other for some reason.
Really?
Yes.
That's dirty. Do you need to change those filters from time to time?
Probably. I'm sure you do. But since we don't have a replacement, we're going to reuse it. Try to find a replacement. I'm sure any filter will do here. Very professional.
Oh, what? What are you doing?
Just checking if it's going smoothly.
Is it?
Hear that?
Yeah.
It's gonna be fine. So I think this is the top. So we'll put it back on the top. There. The other one on the other side. Oh, click first. And sometimes this week, next week, I have no idea. A bunch of small parts will arrive that we ordered.
Yeah, good job.
So we can you hold this in the air, please.
This?
Yes, just like that. So we can come back and refurbish some of the stuff on the car. Almost like we know what we're doing.
Okay.
I'm just going to put everything gently back together because I'm quite sure that this piece is expensive.
Really?
Yeah, who has a pressure regulator that all in stock?
Okay.
That goes here,
Yeah. Last holes.
and this goes the seat
Yes.
on this bent pipe.
Almost.
And I can push it with the clip on. Interesting.
Really?
So
It's on. It's on.
I have a better idea.
Why?
Look at this.
What?
It's just a little bit too short. God
What?
damn it.
What for? Oh.
So the vibrations don't go through this.
Yeah. You think this was intended for this?
No, probably not, but we're going to do it anyway. So we're going to do it the other way around now. We take the whole hose.
And fit it in.
And put them by length. We first put this here. So just like something like this.
Yeah, okay.
So
Does it fit?
I don't know. We'll see. We're on our own adventure of discovery. We have no idea what we're doing.
Oh, look at that.
I mean, it's loose, but
No, that's fine.
we have another one here, so we can wrap it around.
Yeah, I'm sure. That's why.
I'm sure that is what the engineers wanted us to do.
Yeah. Make endless loops. You can. I think you can fit all of that in the car.
Yeah,
no,
you're right.
No problem.
So we
yeah.
don't need to cut it, so we have extra.
Yeah, that's right.
But you know what can hold this in?
Hmm?
A zip tie.
Of course.
Yes.
There's nothing that zip tie can't hold.
Yes, a little bit of zip tie engineering can hold everything. We still have some holes
What?
left.
Wait.
What?
What if we put filter lower?
I thought about that. But
And?
that means that we need to... Okay, we'll do that. I just want to put it somewhere where it does not vibrate like this. Why not like this?
Yeah.
I mean, it will be a little bit longer, but who cares? I'm quite sure that this is not that fast of an electronic that it will mind.
Well, yeah. It doesn't have to be the shortest path.
I mean, it's good that it's short, but it's gonna be fine.
I'm sure.
Are we going back to the same part? Yes. We are.
Almost, yeah. Yeah.
So after some more consideration, we need to put this piece back on the sensor. Put it here by the airbox.
Airbox. Isn't that just an empty box? Or is every empty box an air box?
I give up. This is some too hard philosophical shit right now. I'm just trying to fix our car, okay?
Okay.
I don't need a crisis right now.
Yeah, okay. So, and those are the vacuum hoses. So
Yes.
this is like no air hose.
You can finish this off, right? I can go now. I see that
No.
you have everything under control. I know what was here.
What?
We have that part somewhere.
Oh, really?
Yes. It was this part. See?
Oh, cool.
Like it was meant to be.
Oh my god.
So we can put the hose here. Oh, this is beautiful.
Wow.
And then we can fish it around here and put it. Oh yes. Look how pretty this will be. And then we can fish it behind this,
Oh, really?
under here, and wrap it around.
Oh, make it more complicated than it was.
Yes, of course. Here, and then it goes here. Yeah, this is beautiful. This is just what we needed.
Okay.
But we have this, which was clipped here, and I think we can clip it here.
Oh, wow.
We'll make this work.
Yes. Creative solutions.
Look at this. Look at this route. This is just what we wanted. Yes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It does not rub anywhere. Yes, this is good. See?
Yeah.
Just
Fine.
like that.
Yeah. Excellent.
I think we can call that.
A good job.
Well, it's a job. I don't know how good it is. We'll see over time.
Everything's fine.
There's no check engine light. It was holding idle, so I think we're done for the day.
Thank you for watching this long video.
This was an adventure.
Okay, thank you for watching this adventure.
Yeah, see, it sounds more exciting like this.
Yes, it is. And see you next time.